Okay, I'm live. Just going to flip my camera around here so you guys can see. My name is Lee, and I am a stay-at-home mom of four. Flip my camera so that you can read this. EmpoweredPassiveIncome.com is my website, and I am so excited to be with you this morning and sharing how God has been showing up and providing for me and my family as a stay-at-home mom, right where I am, right in the situation that I'm in. If you're like me, you're probably busy too. You've got kids, you've got all of the things that go along with that. Maybe you've got grandkids. I don't know your specific situation, but you are probably busy. Like I can probably guess that right off the bat. You've got, all of the things with just day-to-day living and trying to keep up with it all and trying to keep up with inflation and the economy and where we're at with the prices of everything. Like I just put gas in my car, just got groceries. Like I know how expensive it is just to live these days. And so I'm going to be sharing with you how I am creating passive income, how I've been able to bring income in for my family passively online from home and in the pockets of my day. I am so excited to be here with you. Again, my name is Lee and I from Washington State. I am up early before my kids are up to be able to be with you and be able to share this with you because I am so passionate about it. I am so passionate about helping other moms who are like me, who are out there struggling and they're looking for a way to be able to provide for their families. They're looking for a way to not have to take more time away from their kids. They're looking for a way to actually be able to get their time back. And that is why I'm so passionate about passive income. That is why I'm so passionate about sharing ways to make money where it's not going to take more of your time because you cannot go and get more time, right? You cannot make more time. Welcome. Thank you for hopping in here. I am so excited to have you joining in with me this morning. Again, my name is Lee. I'm a stay-at-home mom of four, and I'm going to be sharing with you the exact ways that I have been bringing in income passively for my family. And I'm going to go ahead and jump on in and get started. But before we do that, I would love to know who it is that I'm talking to and where it is that you are from. So again, I am from Washington State over on the West Coast. It is still early here. My kids are asleep and it's like still 5 a.m. And so I'm so excited to be starting my day with you. And I would love to know where it is that you're tuning in from because we're going to be having people hop on here throughout while I'm live here talking with you. But we're going to be having people hop on here from around the world. We've got 5.5 billion people hanging out on social media, and it's amazing these days that we get to interact. We get to hang out here in free places online. We're going to have people from around the US, from around the world who are going to be hopping on here. So I'd love to know where it is that you're from to be able to welcome you. Again, I am over on the West Coast in the Pacific Northwest. It is absolutely amazing here. It's actually my daughter's second birthday today, and we're going to go take her out to the blueberry patch and go blueberry picking. But I'm so excited to be able to share this with you this morning before I get my day started. Again, my name is Lee. I'm going to be going through all of the steps with you of how I've been able to bring in passive income for my family and how that this tool that God has given me to be able to provide for my family, to be able to not have to work harder, to not have to work my entire life like 24/7, hustling all day long from sun up to sundown, that he's given me this way to be able to bring in income passively in a way that fits around my family's schedule, and that he's using this automated way, this passive way to be able to provide for me and my family. I'm going to be walking you through all of the steps while I'm here with you this morning, but go ahead and head over to empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there. You're going to see a place to put in your email. And then that way I'm going to be able to send you the blueprint that I'm using. You're going to get all of the details about exactly how it works. And I'm going to send you my free guide where I show you exactly how to make $10,000 in 30 days. I know $10,000 can be mind-blowing. Like, you could never imagine making that amount online. Maybe you've never made $1 online. Like maybe you have no idea about online business or how any of this works, that's going to break it down for you and show you how easy it is. This is more doable than you think. Even if you don't have a following, even if you have zero tech skills, even if you have literally no clue what it is that you're doing, I'm going to break it all down for you here. So empoweredpassiveincome.com. Thank you for hopping in here. I'm so excited to be sharing this with you this morning. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into this. And the very first thing that you need when you're selling anything, whether it's a physical product like you've got an Etsy shop or whatever that is, the very first thing it takes to be able to make money online, to be able to make money really any place, you have to have something to be able to sell. You have to have a product, a service, something to be able to offer people. And so, yes, I love passive income. Yes, I'm right there with you, Emmanuel. Thanks for jumping in and sharing that. Absolutely amazing to be able to have ways like this, to be able to make money online passively in a way that doesn't cost us more of our time, that doesn't cost us more effort, because that is what passive income is. It is scalable, and it is a way to be able to bring in more money without having to sacrifice more of your life, without having to sacrifice more of your time. All right, so the very first thing that you need is something to be able to offer people. And so the very best thing that you can be offering people these days, think about it. Everyone in our world is going digital. Everything in our world is going digital. And so, books, we used to go and buy like hard books. Now they're digital. Like we used to go and, you name it, it's suddenly becoming digital. That is just the world that we live in. It's 2024. And so to be able to offer something that is a product to be able to offer people, the very best thing to be able to offer people is something digital and something that is highly in demand. So I can tell you right now that the number one niche out there, the number one industry out there is the e-learning industry. And so this is the biggest demand, so highly in demand. And then in this industry, the e-learning industry, this is digital courses. This is digital learning. People are begging, people are wanting, there is a huge demand for this, for people to be able to learn from the comfort of their home, to be able to sit on the couch and go through a program, go through a course. And so you might be going, okay, like, I don't know anything about this. Like, how would I offer a product in that niche? So before we get there, not demand, highly in demand product. And so again, e-learning industry, this is the biggest industry out there. It's currently at 1.2, get this, $billion per day. All right. $1.2 billion per day is being spent in the e-learning industry, and people purchasing digital programs and purchasing digital courses and purchasing, these digital products. $1.2 billion per day is being spent in this niche, in this industry. And so if you have any product to be able to offer people, this is the niche that you want to be in. This is the industry that you want to be in. But you might be going, okay, I don't have a product. I don't know anything about this. How would I even do that? How would I be able to offer something to somebody who is looking to purchase a digital program, a digital course? How would I be able to capitalize on this $1.2 billion per day? Well, okay, before we get there, I promise I'm going to get there and tell you exactly how this is, because again, you do not have to have tech skills. You do not have to have experience. You do not have to have prior knowledge to be able to tap into this growing industry. It's at $1.2 billion per day right now, but it's set to massively grow. And this is actually it's projected to hit $3 billion per day by 2027. That's like a couple years down the road. And this, again, this is per day numbers. This is like, I can't even imagine, like, I can't wrap my brain around $1 million, but $1 billion, $3 billion per day that is going to be spent by the year 2027. That's what's projected for this industry. So to be able to jump in now and be able to learn the skills to offer a digital product, to learn the skills to be able to have a product that's in a highly in demand field, And we're right here at the 1.2 billion, which is great. That's awesome. Like that is the biggest industry, but it's just set to massively grow. So if there's any time that you want to be getting in on something and learning the skills of how to capitalize on this, it is now before it's going to triple, right? It's going to almost triple just in the next couple of years. So this is not something that you want to think about or wait around on or sit for 2 or couple years down the road or even 6 months down the road. The best time is while it is on the upswing and while it is growing, to be able to learn how to have a product in this industry, to be able to learn how to build a brand around this industry. I'm going to be sharing all of that with you today. But again, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you can go there, put in your email, and you're going to get all of the details about exactly how to do this without a following, without tech skills, without having to have that prior experience. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the products, because these products that I offer, that I have been making income passively for my family, that God has been using to provide for my family, all of the products are already created. That's why I said you don't have to have that prior knowledge. You don't have to have that experience. You don't have to have that tech skills. You don't have to know how to go out and create a course. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, but if you want to grab a screenshot of that, let me write this back here for you. So 2027, this is going to hit 3 billion per day. So go ahead and grab a screenshot, and then I'm going to erase this so I can give myself some more room here, because I have a lot to be able to get through with you. But again, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to go there, put in your email, and I'm going to get you all of the details about exactly how this works. And you can be able to check it out and see if it's right for you and your family. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and erase this. But with these products, I want you to imagine to be able to step into this industry, to be able to step into this growing industry, like $1 billion-a-day industry, and to be able to have a product where people are paying you $900 for. So let's talk about that for a second. So this is the product, and imagine having a product where you're able to make $900 off of. Imagine seeing that $900 in your bank account. Like that may not seem real to you. That may not seem doable to you. I know it didn't seem real to me. And I was completely skeptical till I had this happen, till I looked at my phone. I'm like, wow, I just got a payment of 900. And that has happened multiple times, right? Just since I started a couple of months ago. And to be able to learn the skills to be able to make $900 versus selling a product that's like $10 and then having to do that 90 times to get to this amount has been life-changing for my family. I know life-changing is kind of like an overrated phrase to use, but it really has. Like I'm sitting at the end of summer, my kids are headed back to school next week, and I've been looking back at the summer and going, that has been so amazing to have this amount of income, and this is at 100% profit. I'll talk about how this works, why this works, how you get 100% profit, but to be able to have that $900 at 100% profit coming into my bank account has literally been so amazing this summer, to be able to actually enjoy having my kids home for the summer, to be able to take them to the pool, to be able to take them out to play in the sand. We're going to be headed out to the blueberry patch this morning, but to be able to do just fun, simple things like that, and to be able to relax and have income that is coming in passively, because I am not having to be actively working, actively like on my phone, actively calling people or DMing people or chasing people, to be able to bring in these amounts of money, to be able to bring in this amount of money for my family. So imagine learning the skills to be able to bring in sales like that at $900 at a time. For me, that rocked my world. Like I was selling products where I was making $10 or $20 off of. I would have to put in so much time and effort to be able to sell low dollar value products and then have to do it again and have to do it again, 90 times if I'm selling a $10 product just to hit $900. With this is a single sale, and it's in just 2 hours a day. I'm going to be talking more about that 2-hour workday here in a second, but literally like let that sink in for a minute in your mind and see, like let that blow your mind. And if you could learn the skills to make and $900, learn the skills to attract customers to you and never have to go out and bug friends and family, not have to do any of that like network marketing or chasing people or being on your phone all day, DMing people. But if you could learn the skills to be able to make $900 and then you're attracting customers on a daily basis and you're learning those skills to be able to attract customers, and you have a simple system to be able to bring this passively, which I'm going to be talking about here in a second. But if you could do that and learn the skills to attract customers at that $900 level, which is our best selling product. Our best selling product is our $900 Legacy Builder product. And with this, you learn the skills to be able to attract that $900 daily paying customer. Do you know how much this is on a daily basis spread out over a year? This is $328,000. So learn the skills, $900 a day. That is $328,000 a year at 100% profit. I want you to think what that would do for your family. What would you be able to accomplish with this $328,000? What would you be able to do? Like, how would that make you feel? Would you be able to get out of debt? Like you're looking at the end of next year and you've got that $328,000 in your bank account and you're like, I can go out and buy a house. I can go out and take my family on vacation. I can go out and get my school loans paid off, my medical debt paid off, my, whatever debt that is for you, your car loan paid off. That's what I'm working on right now. That is why I'm so passionate about this. I just sent in another payment because of having income come in passively, having income come in where I have a system set up and I'm able to bring, these amounts of money in to my bank account at that 100% profit. That is why I am so passionate about this, is because it has the power to change your life. It has the power to change your future. It has the power to change the financial trajectory of your family. Maybe you've been living that life where you're just struggling to get by, where you're struggling to get the bills paid, and you cannot see a way to be able to get out of that. You cannot see a way to be able to break free from that. And you would love to be able to have a way to bring in $900 at a time at 100% profit. This is what I'm talking about. This is the power of that system, because we've had people using this exact system that I'm sharing with you today, sharing with you right now, who have gone from on the verge of homelessness and being able to buy a house. We've had other people, be able to pay cash for a house. We've had other people who've been able to, tons of people who've been able to follow the same system and be able to quit their job, to be able to tell their boss that they're not coming back, to be able to live life on their own terms, to not have to tell somebody when they can and can't work, like when they can and can't take vacation, when they can and can't take their kids to the doctor, like to be able to be their own boss and have money coming in through this passive income stream, through these step-by-step blueprint that I'm sharing with you, because this is all step-by-step and literally anybody can do this. We have people from all walks of life following the system and being able to bring in thousands of dollars for their family, people of all ages, people from around the world, virtually literally on every continent, that are following this process step by step by step by step. And we've got, 78-year-old guy, we've got women in their 60s who've been able to quit their job and they're now RVing. Like, if that age group, 78 years old, I don't know how old you are, but maybe not older than that. If a 78-year-old guy can follow this process that I'm teaching you, that I'm showing you, that we teach inside of our program. So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to go there and put in your email. If a 78-year-old guy can do it, you can do it, my friend, right? It is so step by step and so simple to be able to follow along with a video, to be able to follow along with the next video. It's just one step at a time. 78-year-old guy can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, right? And so with the products, these are, you make 100% profit because of what is called master resale rights. And so with master resale rights, that simply means you have a right to resell these products. You have a right to resell highly in demand products and products that are in a highly in demand industry and a growing industry, the fastest growing industry out there, the biggest industry out there. So when I learned, like, I can jump in products that are already done for me that I didn't have to go and create. And I learned that, I not only just get one income stream, but I actually get 4 income streams. And like, yes, that is amazing. If I were to go out and create my own products and have to come up with my own thing and have to YouTube like that, I could do that. But it's going to take me a year. It's going to take me, probably even longer than that to be able to see my first dollar. And so to be able to jump in this industry that's currently at that 1.2 billion a day and is set to grow to the 3 billion, to be able to jump in now and not later was huge for me, because that time that I've saved, the time that I've spent not had to go out and try and figure out how to build something, to not go out and create something, has meant that I've been able to bring in money now for my family, and not months or years from now, because the reality of the situation was that I needed money now. I needed a way to be able to bring in this amount of income for my family now, and not months or years from now. We have expenses now. We had, like 5 things break all in 1 month. And this was kind of like going on recurring. Like we were having $1,000 medical bills. I don't know what your kind of bills look like, but we were having $1,000 medical bills every month. We were having $1,000 car repair bills every month. And it wasn't enough to like, okay, yes, you should have an emergency fund, but it wasn't enough to be able to keep up with month after month after month after month of those types of expenses. And it was those things that were happening over and over and over again, where it's like, okay, I'm going to have to do something different. I need a better way to be able to make money. I need a way to be able to make money for my family where it's not going to cost me more of my time. And that is the beauty of passive income. So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there, put in your email, and that way I'm going to be able to see all of the details, exactly how this works. And I'm going to get you my free guide where I break down $10,000 in 30 days with the system. It is easier than you think. It is simpler than you think. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue on here. But when I learned that I could have 4 income streams coming in at that 100% profit, and that I had master resale rights attached to all of these, those 4 income streams have meant that I've had 900, 600, 300, 100 that is coming in passively for my family. So I want you to stop for a second and think, what would that do for you to be able to have 4 income streams in the biggest industry out there, in the fastest growing industry out there, and to be able to see those amounts of money hitting your bank account at a time, and not having to sell a $10 product, not having to bug friends and family, but to have a way to do it passively, to have a way to bring that money in passively through a simple automated system, through a simple website. We're going to talk about this next. So empoweredpassiveincome.com. Again, go there. You're going to put in your email, and I'm going to get you all of the details on exactly how this works. And so with this, when I learned 100% profit, that it wasn't an MLM, that this was my own business, and that I could start right now and not have to go out and create my own product, like that was huge for me and my family, because again, I needed money now. I needed to be able to bring in that 900, the 600, the 300 now, and not months and years from now, and not create something and hope that it works, create something and fingers crossed that I would make money off of it, but to be able to have a proven product with a proven system that people are buying. Success leaves clues, and we've got 35,000 people inside of our community, and that just says, hey, this is the demand that's out there. This is where people are spending money. Again, our best-selling product is our $900 legacy builder. So what that means for you is that the majority of your sales will be at that $900 level. And so this is why what was so amazing to me, to be able to realize, hey, I could have $900 coming into my bank account and learn the skills to do that on a daily basis. $900, again, that is $6,300 a week. That is $6,300 a week, and $328,000 a year. That is the power of having a highly in-demand product at this level, and to not have to be having to sell a $10 product, because that was my life before. To be able to hit this number with a $10 product, impossible. Like, it wouldn't be possible. Even if I worked 24 hours around the clock and never slept, I would never hit that level of income. I would never like to even hit that $900 to be able to cover those car repair bills, those medical expenses, those, the dishwashers breaking, whatever those expenses are for you. For me, those were my expenses. That's why I'm using them as examples. But to be able to cover those expenses, it was stressful to me because it always took more of my time to be able to make more money. And this is the beauty of having passive income and having a product to be able to offer that is in a growing industry and in the biggest industry out there. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this before I move on, but I want you to know that this 100%, this is possible because you own these products and you have master resale rights on them. And so when I learned that I could make 100% profit, this isn't an MLM. You're not making somebody else rich through this. I'm like, yes, sign me up. I am in. I want to be able to make 100% profit. There is nowhere else you can go where you're able to make 100% profit. Like what else, what other thing are you going to sell where you're making 100%? Like usually if you're selling a physical product, you've got cost of goods. If you're an affiliate, you're giving probably 50 to 75% of it to the course creator or the program creator. With this, there's none of that. You get to keep all of it. You get to keep all $900, $600, $300 that is coming into your bank account. So I cannot explain to you, convey to you how amazing it is to be able to make 100% profit. And there are no ongoing costs to having this sort of business. There's no reoccurring monthly expenses. And that's another thing that is just literally unheard of, to be able to get your product and then everything from there on out is 100% pure profit. Like every month, you don't have to worry about breaking even because you are in profit mode from day one of that month, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and erase this, but go ahead and grab a screenshot before I erase this and move on. I'm going to tell you how the passive income stream works, why it's passive, and how these amounts of money, how this $900 comes in passively for my family, and how it can come in passively for you as well. Because being able to have a passive income stream, again, that has been huge this summer, to be able to have a way to be able to bring these amounts of income for my family that actually frees up my time. So I have that time to be able to enjoy with my kids so that I'm not having to take time away from my family and then struggle with all of the guilt that comes along with that, but to be able to provide for my family and still be with them, be present. So let's go ahead and continue on here. But again, I am so passionate about this, empoweredpassiveincome.com. My name is Lee, for those of you who are just hopping on, and I am a stay-at-home mom of 4. And again, I'm busy. I'm probably as busy as everybody else out there with everything that has to be done throughout the day. And to have a way to be able to bring the money that we just talked about, like $328,000 a year, let that sink in for a second, but to have a way to be able to bring those levels of income in for my family and do it in a way that is passive. That is all done through, you might be going, okay, how does passive income work? It is all done through an automated system, through having simple automations that are out there working for you. So I want to ask you a question really quick. Would you rather have a product where you're having to go out and chase people, where you're having to go out and DM people, where you're having to friend request people and say, hey, remember we went to high school together? Would you be interested in cleaning products, or whatever that is? Would you rather have to do all of that work and then be that annoying, bugging person, or would you rather have a simple website where you can send people to and let them decide for themselves if it is right for them, right? Put a 1 in the comments if you would rather have a simple website that is out there working for you, where people can go to and then they can either click away, like they're not interested. You never have to hear the word no. You never have to have that rejection. You never have to hear the, oh no, I'm not interested. Or, would you rather go out and chase people? For me, the obvious decision was to have a website. And this website, I didn't have to create it. I didn't have to have the tech skills behind that to go and figure out how to create it. I didn't have to YouTube videos. I didn't have to follow along with YouTube video after YouTube video and then realize, oh, this one's outdated. I need a different YouTube video. But this was actually done for me. So like the products with those master resale rights attached to them, once you get your product, it's done. You check it off your list. This automation system, similarly, it's almost done. It's 90 to 95% done. You simply need to put in your website name. You're going to get step-by-step directions, like how to go and how to create a website, and to be able to follow along with that to set up your domain. So this is my domain, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You can go there right now, see exactly what it looks like. and what this automation system looks like. I didn't have to create that. I didn't have to come up with what to say or like go out and reinvent the wheel. It is a proven system. It is a proven way to be able to bring in sales. This is the freedom machine behind my business, to be able to bring money in passively with these types of products where I'm not having to go out and chase people, bug people, DM people, friend request people, but is using the simple power of what is called attraction marketing. So we learn exactly how to use attraction marketing and to be able to have customers come to us rather than having to go out and chase people. So when I learned I could have a simple web out there working, I didn't have to create, that I had that website that was proven to work, and I had a simple automation behind that website that is going to do all of the follow-up with my customers, that is going to do all of the heavy lifting of helping people determine, like, is this right for them? Is this not right for them? And they can click away, they can unsubscribe, and I never have to know about it. I never have to feel rejected. I never have to hear the word no or, hey, I'm not interested, like you might with some other products if you've tried to sell candles or essential oils or cleaning supplies or whatever that is. But to have a simple automation system that is out there working for me, this is how money comes in passively, is through the website and through the simple automation system behind that. Because as soon as somebody goes to your website and they go and put in your email, they're going to start hearing about the products. They're going to start hearing about our system. They're going to start hearing about our 2-hour workday and the step-by-step blueprint that thousands of people are using and having success with. And they're going to be able to make that decision for themselves. This is how those sales come in passively. This is how I've been able to be out having ice cream with my kids and go, oh, I just had a $900 sale come in. This is how I've been able to, lay on the couch, take a nap, which I had not had time for before, and be able to have sales come in while I was asleep, to be able to wake up to sales. This is how this is happening through this automation system. And this isn't just me that's having success with it, but we've literally got thousands of people from around the world, all ages, all walks of life, who are using this automation system, who are using a proven system. Because if something is proven to work, you don't need to go out and reinvent the wheel, right? If it's already working, there's nothing that you need to change. If it's already working, like thousands of people, this is why it is called proven. This is proven because it is working for so many people. It's not just working for one person. It's not just working for 10 people, but literally thousands of people are using the system and having success with this, step by step by step, following a simple blueprint. I have never seen anything like this, and I've never seen this many people having this level of success. So to think, this automation system, it's 90 to 95% done. So what are you doing? You're simply putting in your domain, and you're putting in your payment gateways. So you're going to go and put in the place for your customers to be able to pay you directly. That's how you're getting those sales, and that's how you're able to make that 100% profit, because that money is not going to somebody else. That money is not going to somebody that created the program and then you're an affiliate for it and you have to wait 30 to 60 days for a payout. No, this is money that is coming directly to you because you have master resale rights on those products. And so you're simply plugging in your website and then your payment gateway. And so once you do this setup, like 5 to 10% of setup for that to make that happen, then you can go ahead and check that automation off the list. It's done. You don't have to go and touch it again. Again, it is proven to work. It is proven to convert. And 1 in 20 people who are hearing about this are saying, yes, like, sign me up. I want this. And for what that means for you, for those of you who are just jumping on, our best-selling product is our $900 legacy builder. And so that means for you that the majority of your sales will be at that $900 level and at 100% profit, because those payments are coming directly through to you because you did not, or because you went and set up your own payment gateways for your customers to be able to pay you directly. Again, this is not an MLM. You are not making somebody else rich off of this. This is your website. This is your brand that you own. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on here, but I want you to think for a second. For me, I had this automation part set up in an afternoon. I put the baby down for a nap. And I'm like, I'm going to get this done. And I sat down at my computer, followed along with the videos step by step by step. And I had it done that afternoon. And imagine for you, if you could set that up today and then wake up tomorrow morning knowing that you have a proven system, knowing that you've got a simple website out there that is working for you, that you can send people to where you don't have to go out and chase people, but you have an automation system that is bringing you in sales at that 900, the 600, the $300 levels at 100% profit. Like, what would that do for you? What would that do for you to wake up tomorrow and have that thought in your mind? Like, you wake up and you're like, oh, I have this out there working for me, and I'm able to have a way to be able to bring in these levels of income for my family, and do it in a way passively, that I have a simple website that is out there working for me, that I have an automation system that is out there working for me. This is your freedom machine. This is what frees you up to be able to live life on your terms. This is what frees you up to never have to ask a boss for time off to go on vacation, never have to ask a boss to take your kids to the doctor, whatever that is for you. For me, it's meant that I've had time to be able to, go to the beach, to be able to see my kids play in the sand and like not be in a hurry to leave, to be able to take them to the pool and let them stay till it's time, till like we get kicked out, till the pool's closing, because they're having so much fun and I don't have to hurry to get back to work. I don't have to like get back to my house to actively be working, that I have a simple automation system that's out there working in the background for me. Like, what would that feel like for you to wake up tomorrow morning, having got your product, having set up your automation, and then tomorrow you have this out there working for you? I bet you would probably wake up a totally different person. I bet that you would wake up filled with hope and filled with joy, filled with a renewed sense of purpose, that you're going to accomplish all of those dreams and goals in your heart. I would love to know, what are your dreams and goals? What is the thing that you would love to be able to accomplish? Maybe it's something that is so big that you're like, I don't even know how I would make this happen. It's not going to happen for decades. Like, I need a way to be able to, make this happen. I would need something to change to be able to make that happen. And with this automation systems, you're suddenly going, wow, that is my reality. Like, wow, this is going to happen sooner than I think. Wow, this is going to like happen before I even thought possible. For me, that was debt. For me, I was looking at my debt and going, okay, this is never going to get paid off at the rate that I'm going. It's going to be decades and decades and decades from now. Like, how old am I going to be by then? Like, I just turned 40 when the day before I got started with this, and I like something to change and to be able to into this. And now I'm suddenly going, all of those dreams and goals off from now that weren't going to like 70, 80 years old and too old to enjoy life, they're now happening. Like, they're happening right before my very eyes. And I'm suddenly going, okay, yes, this is possible. Like, yes, these are happening. I'm going to reach there. I'm going to get to those goals and those dreams way before I ever thought possible. And it's all happening because of this simple system, from having a proven automation, from having products that are highly in demand, from having products where I'm able to make that $900 off of at that 100% profit. Again, this has been game changing for me and my family, to not just have those levels of income, but to have a way to be able to bring money in passively. Again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. My name is Lee. For those of you who are just hopping on, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. You're going to head here to my website. You're going to put in your email, and you're going to be able to learn how this all works. You're going to get all of the details. You're going to get the 6-figure blueprint, and I'm going to send you my free guide where I show you exactly how to make $10,000 in 30 days. This is simpler than you think. This is easier than you think. And you do not need to have a following. You do not need to have tech skills to be able to make this work, right? So I jumped in. I'm going to be starting. Let me give myself a bullet point 3. But I started brand new on TikTok. I had to go out and create an account. I had to get the app. Like, it wasn't something I ever saw myself doing. I didn't want the app. I didn't like have any desire. But then I learned, okay, like, to be able to have success and to learn. And when I learned that I could grow a brand on a platform that I had never been on, and to be able to jump in and then see sales coming in, following our process that I'm going to be sharing with you on a platform that I was brand new to, on a platform where I literally like have built it from the ground up. I still like have less than 1,000 followers, but to be able to make sales on that. And I jumped on and I saw people that were like, okay, I'm on the road to 1,000, 10,000, 5,000 or 5,000 followers or whatever that was. Like, you do not need that level of followers or that amount of followers to start making money from this. You do not need to wait till you're like an influencer or you have micro influencer status to be able to make money following this simple system. So I've done this, and I can prove, like I can show you, I can tell you from my own life that it works and that you can build a brand on a platform that you've never been on, that you don't have a following, where you're starting literally from ground zero and you're building your business off of that without having to wait to get that following. All right, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and continue on here, because if you've got your product, you check that off your list, you have your automation system set up, you walk through that little bit of setup, it's done. You check it off your list. You don't have to go and touch those again. You don't have to go and spend time on those again. And so that all that is left is helping people discover your website, helping people discover what it's like to have a system that's out there working for them. Help them discover what it's like to and be able to learn the skills to make $900. That's $328,000 a year, and just help them discover this simple system, to help them discover this blueprint, this proven process, because the product's done, the automation is done. And so this is where our 2-hour workday comes in. This is why it's passive income, is because there's, a little bit of legwork up front, and then you're letting the automations run in the background for you. You're letting that website do the work for you. You're letting those email automations do the work for you, so that you're not having to spend your time tracking people down, tracking customers down, chasing customers, DMing people, having to be on the phone all day. You're simply putting in 2 hours to help people discover this system, and then that automation system is in the background doing the work for you. This is why it's passive income. This is why it frees up your life. This is having the power of an automation system, having that freedom machine that is out there working for you. That's what frees up your life for the things that matter, for the people that matter, for having the time for the things that are important to you, for the activities that are important for you, and the people that you're doing them with. So for me, again, this is having time with my kids and having time to be able to spend with them, where I'm not having to worry about, how it's going to work out, how it's going to, all work out, because this is a proven system that works. It's a proven system that brings in sales. It's a proven system that converts. Again, 1 in 20 people who are finding this, who are learning about this, are saying yes. That is crazy for this industry. That is crazy for really anything. 1 in 20 are saying yes, and that is $900 at that $900 level at 100% profit. So again, this is a 2-hour workday where you're simply helping people discover, and you're letting them choose if it's right for them. They may go to your website and click away. They may go to get into your emails and be like, okay, this isn't for me, unsubscribe. You don't have to hear about that. You don't have to feel that rejection. You don't have to hear that word no. But 1 in 20 people are saying yes. And so this is simply to be able to attract a customer on a daily basis, is simply sharing this with 20 people. And with the magic of the internet, we have, 5.5 billion people from around the world who are on the internet, who are on free social media. They're hanging out for free. So you don't have to go and spend money on ads. You don't have to have ad spend, but you have these methods to be able to reach your perfect customer. You have methods to be able to send people over to your website for free. So that is why when I say 100% profit, I mean 100% profit, because you don't have an ad spend. You don't have to be going out and spending money on a regular basis or a monthly basis to be able to bring that level of income in for your family. And this is huge, because this means that 2-hour workday, that the rest of the day, 22 hours of your day, you have for doing the things that you want. You have for being present with your family. You have for being able to, live life on your terms and not have to live it on somebody else's terms, to not have to, be living life on your boss's terms, right? So this 2-hour workday, I'm going to explain exactly how this works, because this is easier than you think, and it's utilizing free things that are right in front of you, where you're not having that ad spend. And so with these discovery methods, you're simply using social media, and there's so many different social media websites that you can utilize. And then you're also utilizing websites where people are going to look for ways to make money. And so these are free ad sites. And so these are high traffic websites where people are going to and they're looking for business opportunities. They're looking for ways to make money from home. They're looking for jobs. They're looking for ways to be able to provide for their families. And these are high traffic. That means a lot of people are going to them. There are websites where you can go to and figure out, how exactly how many people are going to these free sites. But these are out there, and it's simply copying and pasting over to these free ad sites. So that is one option. And then the other option is social media. Any social media where you're hanging out on, even if you're brand new. Like for me, I was brand new to TikTok. I decided, hey, this is where I want to grow my business because it is a newer platform. It is a growing platform. And especially for my age group, it is growing. It's not just for kids anymore. This is a growing platform, right? So for me, this was TikTok, where I said, hey, I'm going to start growing my brand on there. But it could be Pinterest. It could be what other Facebook. It could be Instagram. There's so many different social media. And again, 5.5 billion people around the world to social media. 5.5 billion people around the world have internet access. And so you're never having to spend money on these. You're never having to go out and chase people. You're never having an ad spend. It's simply helping people discover your website, helping them discover the products, and helping them decide if this is right for them. So this 2-hour workday, I'm going to break this exactly down, what this looks like. And I'm going to break this all down for you of where I spend my time during this 2 hours. And so with this 2-hour workday, I'm going to go ahead and shift some things around here so I give myself a little bit more room. But I do 3 things every day. This is so simple, but it's being consistent, and consistency pays off. Being committed pays off, right? And so just doing these consistently on a daily basis. So number 1, I plug in to our community. I plug into trainings. Again, we have 35,000 people inside of our community. That means there's always somebody there, always somebody available to be able to answer your questions. We have mentoring going on a near daily basis. We have live and interactive calls on a daily basis from 6-figure and 7-figure income earners. And we're able to connect with them. We're able to get our questions answered. We're put in breakout rooms where we can connect on a smaller group, and to be able to, get that training, be able to get that mindset that we need, be able to make sure that all of those questions are answered so that you know exactly what to do. And so for me, this has been huge to be able to have access to a 7-figure income earner who is pouring into us on a daily basis, to be able to jump in, plug into trainings, and to be able to get that mindset of a CEO, to be able to get the mindset of a 7-figure CEO. Like, this has been huge. So that is a portion of my day, is to jump in to our trainings. Right now, we've got a success sprint going on. These are happening every 90 days, but it's 90 days where you're focused on your goal. And these success sprints have been amazing for me because I've been able to plug in and get that mentoring, get that mindset of a 7-figure income earner. And so that is part of my day. This is about 10 to 15 minutes to be able to plug into those trainings, to be able to, get those wins from our community, to be able to jump in and see all of the people who are having success with this, people who are brand new, who are making their first sale, people who are a little bit farther along the line, and they're like, hey, I'm turning in my resignation today. I'm quitting, or this week I'm turning in, this is the last week I'm at my job. We have other people who are hitting, a $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 mark, and to be able to jump into our community, not only get those trainings, but see those wins from other people and going, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. So we just had somebody over the last couple of days hit that $200,000 mark, and he just started in January. Like, that is amazing. So huge, like, congrats to him. But then also, he is not doing anything different than what I am sharing right now with you. And if he can do it, you can do it. He had no following. He had no tech skills. He's, started from ground zero, just like what I shared with you. And to be able to look back, like, he literally changed his family's life this year in 2024. He started again at the beginning of this year, not knowing what he was doing, but following this simple system, using this 2-hour workday, and not having to work around the clock, but having a simple automation system that is out there bringing sales in passively. And to look at him and go, okay, he hit that $200,000 mark, and he did it like in 8 months. Like, that is crazy. That is the power of having passive income. That is the power of having a proven automation system that is out there working for you. And that is the power of having a 2-hour workday where you're focusing simply on income earning activities. You're not like sitting around the water cooler like you might at work or chatting with coworkers, but you're being intentional during these 2 hours. And then that frees up the rest of your day because you have that freedom machine that is out there working for you. Again, for those of you who are just hopping on, my name is Lee. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. And you can head here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there and you're going to be able to put in your email. I'm going to get you exactly how this 6-figure blueprint works, as well as my free guide where I break down how to make $10,000 in 30 days. So with this 2-hour workday, part of this is plugging into those trainings and getting that mentoring. For me, that has been huge. And then the other piece of this is creating 3 pieces of content. So for me, these pieces of content I am creating on TikTok. These are short little videos. Like, I've done around a minute long videos, and to be able to post these 3 pieces of content per day. This takes about 15 to 30 minutes of my day to be able to create those 3 pieces of content. Now, I'm going to tell you right here that when I got on TikTok, I had to go and download the app. I had to go and create the account. I literally had no idea how to even create a piece of content. I had no idea what the plus thing was. I had to figure that out. Like, so if I can do it, you can do it, right? And so now this is about 15 to 30 minutes of my day to be able to go and create those 3 pieces of content. Those get posted for the day. The next day, being consistent, posting those 3 pieces of content per day. And then the other piece of this, where I spend my time for my 2-hour workday for being to focus on my income earning activities, is doing just what I'm doing right now here with you. And that is going live. And I said, hey, I would never go live. Like, I could never do that. I could never, get on camera live and not stumble over my words. Like, I couldn't do that. But here I am, because I found out that I am so passionate about this. I found out that I saw how much it was changing my life. I saw how much it was changing my family's life. I saw that I was getting my time back in my day, that I was giving mom back to my kids. Like, I saw how huge this was, and I decided, this is something that I'm excited to talk about. This is something that I'm excited to show up and share with you. And so here I am doing this, doing it messy, doing it imperfect, doing it with the time that I have. And so right here, I'm spending about 45 minutes every day, Monday through Friday, going live. So this is 45 minutes. So the time doesn't quite add up for me, but I'm doing things with the time that I have. It doesn't quite add up to that 2 hours, but even despite, not doing the full 2 hours, I've still been able to make money at that $900, the $600, the $300 level. And to be able to have that coming in at that 100% profit, even doing things imperfectly, even doing things messy, even doing things like with the limited amount of time that I have in the pockets of my day with having 4 kids. And so for me, I chose to go live. But the other option here for you, if you're like, hey, I can never do that, because I totally get that. I was in that same exact boat. The other option is the copy and paste ads that I just talked about, where you're copying and pasting over to free ad sites that are high traffic, where people are going to. So that would be the other option. Things are getting a little bit messy here, but I think you can read that. So copy and paste ads would be the other option for you if you're like, hey, I can never go live. I can never do that. Totally get that. Like, I said the same thing just like 2 months ago, but here I am. But the other option would be doing copy and paste ads. And again, those are free ads. Those are not paid ads. That's not, having to spend money on ads. These are simply utilizing all of these. The creating the pieces of content, going live, those are all free. And those, remember, we have 5.5 billion people around the world who are on internet, who are on social media. And so you should never be having an ad spend. You should never be having to go out and spend money to be able to bring in customers. People are there on free sites hanging out for free, where you can reach them for free. So when I say 100% profit, I truly mean 100% profit, because there are no ongoing costs. And to be able to, for me, being able to plug into a community, be able to get that mentoring has been huge, but that hasn't cost me. Like, I haven't had to have a monthly fee. I haven't had to have a subscription fee. I haven't had to have a membership. It's all included with your product. And so for me, that was huge, because anywhere else you go, to be able to access mentors like that are 6-figure and 7-figure income earners, you're going to have a cost. There's going to be a price tag associated with that. If you want to join a mastermind, it's tens of thousands of dollars to be able to connect with people like that, where we're getting for free, where we're getting that mindset for free, where we're being able to, get that training from those level of people for free as part of this. It does not cost anything on a monthly basis to be able to access that, right? So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to head there. You're going to be able to put in your email, and you're going to be able to see what products are available, as well as see that automation system in work. So everything that you see, the web pages, like I didn't have to go out and create those. That sales page, you have that sales page that is out there working for you, that you didn't have to go and create. You're simply putting in your payment gateways to be able to receive those payments from your customers directly, so that you're not having to, wait for an affiliate payout or wait and hope that you get that payout, but you're able to get that at 100% profit. So you're never losing money to somebody else. You're not making somebody else rich. Everything that you see is what you get. That automation, those sales, those emails that go out, those are done for you. So it's like, okay, as soon as somebody puts in their email, they're going to receive an email from you. They're going to be able to unsubscribe if they're like not interested. That's fine. I don't have to know that. I don't have to hear about that. I don't have to hear no. I don't have to be rejected. But they're gonna, a day later, they're going to get another email. A day later, they're going to get another email. They're going to be able to choose for themselves and be able to decide for themselves, like if they would love to have a 2-hour workday, if they would love to have a fully automated sales process that is out there working for them, if they would love to have a done for them product in the biggest industry, in the fastest growing industry, and they're going to be able to decide for themselves like yes or no. And again, our best selling product is that $900 legacy builder. So what that means for you is that the majority of your sales should be at that $900 level. Like this is the product that people are purchasing in droves. Yes, those other products are selling. Yes, I have sold every product at all the levels that we offer, but the $900 has been my bestseller, and it is it is our bestseller community wide. So again, you can head here empoweredpassiveincome.com to see all of the products and to see all of that automation system that is working for you. Because if something's working, why go and reinvent the wheel? Why go and try and come up with your own thing and hope that it works? And then to have that 2-hour workday. Again, this has been huge for my family, especially this summer, especially having 4 kids home with me during the day, like not at school, but home with me. And I'm able to be present. I'm able to put away my phone. I'm able to put away my computer and actually be mom, that I'm not having to be on my phone chasing people, where I'm not having to spend more time to be able to bring this money in. This is why this is passive income. This is why I am so passionate about passive income, because passive income literally frees up your time. It frees up your time for the people that matter. It frees up your time for the things that matter. It frees up your time to actually be present, but still have a way to provide. It frees up your time so that you don't have to choose between providing for your family and being present for your family. And it gives you a way to be able to bring in that money without having to hear no, without having to be rejected, so that you're able to, walk into the grocery store and be able to actually buy the things you need without having to check your budget, without having to look at your bank account, without having to take in a calculator and figure out what you can afford and what you can't afford, and what's going to have to go back out of your cart and what is not going to go back out of your cart. So at that point, when somebody goes and discovers this system and they go to your website, they go through those emails and they're like, yes, I would love to have a 2-hour workday. Yes, I would love to have done for me products. Yes, I would love to have a proven system that works, a proven system that brings me in sales and does it passively. At that point, you're going to get paid directly, because they're going to your website. They're going to your web pages and they're paying you directly. And so at that point, they become your new customer. At that point, that is when you see that $900 hitting your bank account at that 100% profit. That is the power of this system. That is the power of having proven a proven sales automation system. That is the power of having done for you products. That is having the power of a 2-hour workday, a simple step-by-step process that you follow, and having a simple website where you're able to send people. So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. That is my website. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and wish you a fabulous rest of your day. But empoweredpassiveincome.com, that's going to get you all of the details. And I am so excited to see where this takes you and your family. There are good things in your future. I want you to know that there are better days ahead. If you've been struggling, that can change, and it can change sooner than you think. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and wish you a fabulous rest of your day. I am so excited for you and so excited to see where this takes you. All right, bye.